Good morning, everyone. This is Leslie Jouflas with Trading Live Online. Welcome back to the segment of your Daily Five. Uh, Today, I thought we would look at some stocks in the healthcare and staples sectors, mostly the healthcare one and staples. But just to give you an idea that there's definitely rotation that has been taking place into these sectors. And some of these stocks I'll show you today look like they're entering new uptrends. Some of them have breakouts. And then from there, you can go in and probably look at more stocks and find more that are similar to what I'm showing you. But I'm going to start out with this relative rotation graph, RRG. And of course, you can find this on StockCharts. This is a really nice tool for assessing the relative strength and momentum for the group of stocks. So I have several on here, and we can see that up here in the right hand quadrant over here, the leading, these are the strongest ones here, and the ones improving over in the blue, these are always good to look at, because if they're coming from lagging into improving, then they may just be starting to get a move. Now, there's one interesting one here that's in the weakening quadrant, ICLR, that we're going to look at. And I'm going to show you the pattern that I'm looking at on the price chart that I think accounts for why this is in the weakening. And I do think this one's probably worth keeping an eye on. So let's get to the charts. Okay, I'm going to start here. Actually, I'm going to start over here with Pfizer. These are the symbols we're going to look at today. So I'm going to start with Pfizer. Now, Pfizer, I'm going to kind of move this over, has been in this very long sideways price action for a couple of years. This goes back to 2018. And here, late July, it had a breakout to the upside, and then it came back and retested that breakout area. And now this is looking like this is an uptrend that has started out of this consolidation. Here, this dash line, all I'm doing is showing you where it came out of there and created a little resistance there. But look now at the price. Let me kind of make this a little bit larger. And look how the price had a little gap to the upside, that yellow circle is, and then retested that area and has now moved off of it. There's another little gap from that test to the upside. The MACD down here is showing really nice, strong momentum. The money flow, this one in the center, is also showing money flowing into it. And the RSI, which is the indicator on top here, is showing strength as well. So Pfizer, again, to me, looks like it's in a new uptrend. So let's go to the next chart. ABBV is the symbol here, and also in the healthcare biotech section. And this was in the improving RRG. This was the one in the blue on the left-hand side of the RRG that we looked at. And here we can see that, it kind of came, had a correction to the downside, kind of fluttered around these lows. Here's the March 2020 lows, how it held there, and then moved to the upside. It's tested this upper resistance a few times, and now where this red arrow is, there's a little gap to the upside above this resistance area. Nice strong bars to the upside. This is a weekly chart, and the RSI, notice how here the RSI is just coming above these previous peaks, showing nice strength on the RSI. The money flow is moving to the upside, and the MACD showing that there's momentum to the upside as well. So this you can scale down to maybe a smaller time frame and look for entries into here. This gap here will be an area that the price, any test that the price should hold right around that little low there as well. Okay, let's move on now to the next one. Let me start down here at the bottom and we'll work up. So CVS, this is a weekly chart again. And on CVS, we're seeing that this has broken a longer term downtrend. This is back here from 2015. And you can see the trend lines that have broken to the upside. This dashed one here, we see a retest of the price. Retested it a couple of times. Here's a little A, B, C, D test pattern here that I like to use these a lot. A lot of you know that follow me on here. And then again, it looks like this has started a new trend to the upside. Now, again, within a weekly chart, this, I think, is telling us that we might be seeing some longer term changes in the market and in the sectors. Well, over here, back from 2015, here's the resistance area here for the price to get through. You can continue that, and it might get a little, little testing around there. But if this uptrend holds, then it should eventually get through that high there. And now we're going to look at, this is the one I was saying on the RRG that was in the weakening, coming down in the yellow on the right-hand side. But look at the range that this is in. And so it hasn't broken to the upside. So I think that's accounting for why it's seeing the weakening, but it is holding up at the upper end of this range. Now here, back here from last summer, down here, September area, started to come into this range, and here's the lows here. But this area right here, this is really the important support area if there's any more testing to the downside to hold. It has come down and held that price level really well on the last couple of tests, and I would, think it would come down and test right around this area here, not much further if it really does have the strength to it. But you can be watching this as a breakout type of a setup. And this is on the daily chart. And again, you can always check the RRG and see if it starts to move into some of those improving quadrants. But here we've got the MACD, came from correcting down. The money flow is still to the upside, turned a little bit down here as it came up to the highs, but the RSI is holding really nicely in a bullish position, and you would not want to see the RSI exceed these lows right here, these lows that it's made. This will probably range with the price. And then if you have an upside breakout, you're going to want to see the RSI move to the upside with that as well. So I think this is one to maybe put on your watch list and monitor as a breakout setup. So now this is not, Colgate Palmolive is not, of course, in the healthcare sector, but we're in this, the staples sector with this. And back, I think it was November 20th on my weekly market setups, where we look at setups like this every week. It's a video service. So come on over to the website and get signed up we look at lots of different patterns. But back in November, I had noticed that some of these defensive sectors and individual stocks were starting to come to life. I made a joke on it about utilities. Nothing could be more exciting than trading utilities, but they were starting to show signs of moving to the upside, and seeing that in the healthcare as well. So in Colgate Palmolive, you can see here that, again, another big range back into 2020, and has been ranging back and forth all this year. Here's a gap to the upside. The last test, another A, B, C, D buy pattern here with a gap to the upside. And again, this could be treated as another breakout setup. And because of this range here, you can do a measured target with these types of setups, where you can just take the height of the range. You can do it either by finding the low price and the high price and finding the difference, and then adding that to the breakout area. But that can give you just an estimate of an initial price target. If these types of breakouts do start new strong trends, then generally the prices will exceed this, but they may find some resistance around those targets at first. So again, I would put this one on the watch list area. Here where I have these two arrows, this is going to be, you can see the resistance here, probably a little testing here. And then back here, the beginning of this range, you can see this clustering here. So the price is going to have to clear. You want to see a nice strong move to the upside above this area and above this area. So that's it for today on your daily 5. And again, please, come to Trading Live online and sign up for the weekly market setups. And this next weekend, I'll be going over some new setups for you. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next Daily 5.